just another work day at the lab. And after working a 14-hour day and bringing home a nanoscopic $122.96, after Uncle Sam gets his cut, it dawned on me that 20 whole years of my life had gone by. Wait a minute, what am I doing? Look at me, throwing away my precious life when I should have been aiming for the stars. Rich people don't trade their time for money. It's time to wake up and do this. One time for your mind.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of One Time for Your Mind. I'm with BFL here today. We're all hosting this episode, and today's episode is brought to you by Team Tate America. Don't be history, become history. It's brought to you by the Plug Cafe. Also brought to you from Big Shots Photography, and last but not least, Green Diamond Rooster Food Products. You can check all these out at www.teamtateamerica.com, also www.teamtatecanada.com. Today's episode is called Flam Chowder. So let me tell you what Flam is for the ones who don't know what Flam is. Flam is when something crazy is being done to you or around you that you don't have no notion about. It doesn't make any sense. So we call that Flam. And it could be hating. It could be somebody spitting in your food. The episode is important. That's why we're calling it Flam Chowder. So I'm gonna allow my guests here to tell us their particular perspectives on Flam Chowder.
Well, first and foremost, it's your boy Big Joe 24. I'm gonna break this down to y'all about Flam. Flam, you have to check the person's character first. You know what I'm saying? Like they say back in the day, you know, if a person getting videoed, they gonna show themselves no matter what. Just give it time. So you have to be patient, check a person's character out before the Flam gets to you. So never get bamboozled. Watch out.
Alright, Flam to me, you got cats out there that just want to say things and do things to get under your skin, just to try to provoke you and get you out of character. You gotta watch out for that. You got a lot of cats who talk, do a lot of, talking, no action,
None at all.
Yeah,
None at all.
You got cats like that, you gotta watch out for,
I mean, personally, man, Flam to me is, man, somebody that's, gonna use you, man. Like, a lot of times people see a person, man, might have a platform and they're doing something big, and then they looking like, yeah, that's my come up. So they slide in with all this nice, friendly attitude, and at the end of the day, they really want to stab that hot knife in your back and take everything you got, man. I mean, that sums it up for you.
Like you said, they're not talking about it, they're actually doing it. So I'm gonna say they're actually physically doing it. If not, we wouldn't be talking about it right now. My definition of Flam, as far as that's concerned, is that, you know, I'm okay with whatever people are doing as long as it bother me. If I'm watching something, for an example, if you tell me the price of this chicken is $5.99 and the person comes behind me and I can still hear them and says $3.99, matter of fact, it's free. That to me was Flam. That's flamboyant, flamboozled, it's Flam chowder. I can't eat that, you know what I'm saying? I'll go vegan before I eat something like that. You can't make this stuff up, you know what I mean? To have 4 people here talking about the very, very same subject is an issue that we have to address as a people and as a public. Right now, scientists are still trying to figure out how to classify Flam chowder. They don't know if to classify it as USDA approved food, but whatever it is, I don't approve of it. There's no medication for it. You just gotta stay away from it. There's no cure. Okay, once you've been infected with the Flam, it can take your body here. You know what I'm saying? It's
With the quickness.
Yeah, it's like it's a pandemic or plandemic. It's an epidemic. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, insecticide, herbicide. It's genocide as far as I'm concerned. We should be helping everybody out, but we don't do that because we've been bred to think that this is competition. These gentlemen right here is not my competition. They're BFL, Black Family Life. They're family to me. We may not be biological family, but if you grew up like we grew up with your neighbors and the people in your neighborhood, your aunts, or the store down at Biggerstaff, you know, they're calling you people. That's how we grew up. And here we are as grown men, fathers, and you know, a lot of us are husbands. We're looking back at the things we've done that set us up for what we're doing right now. Like I said, I grew up poor. Matter of fact, I was under poor. And you know, so we ate meat like once a week on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? We ate beans and rice throughout the week. But none of that stuff, even being poor, I was never served Flam chowder. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not even sure where that comes from. But I get served Flam chowder every single day, even when I don't ask for the meal. Like I said, I'm vegan.
And definitely, man, you know, it's all about knowing your surroundings as well. You know, you want to be honest with people, so you expect that you be honest with somebody, they want to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Boom, boom. So that way you can be notified of the Flam before it happens.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So y'all got to make sure y'all stay on top of that because you never know when the Flam is coming.
I'm telling you.
And when it comes,
boy,
it don't just comes in one session on one plate. It just comes in a variety of stuff,
it's
man.
It's a buffet, man. I'm telling you, it's a buffet, but the only thing on the buffet is Flam. Every dish is Flam chowder. Like, I don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? Keep the Flam over there. You know what I'm saying? We Flam free over here. At least I am. You know what I'm saying? What about y'all, gentlemen?
Oh yeah,
Flam free, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like my man Tone once said, you might pick a book up or something, man. Maybe that's not a book on what Flam is out there. If we got to, we'll write one. You know what I'm saying? But we recommend you read it. There's plenty of articles out there. If not, let this episode of One Time for Your Mind Season 3 be the pilot to explain to the world what Flam is. We have to bring this to the forefront so we can put it behind us. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
I think haters is necessary. I'm just not one. You know what I'm saying? But if you're getting hated on, you're actually doing something right. So if you don't have haters and you listen to the sound of my voice, you're not doing something right. And hate don't have to come from across the street or across town. It can come from your own family member sometimes. It could be the person laying down right beside you right now watching this episode who's flamming. It could be your kids. It comes from everywhere. Like I said, you don't know where it's coming from, but it is there. So I want to thank these gentlemen for coming on to the episode of One Time for Your Mind, but don't let it stop here. It's going to be a future episode.
Before you go,
yes, sir.
Man. See, these haters out here, man, they going to throw dirt. You know what I'm saying? It come from where we all come from. We're going to use that same dirt as soil. We're going to plant seeds and we're going to grow from it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, man, that's how we're going to cure the Flam, man.
Yes, sir.
That's right. I definitely agree. I agree with that. 100%.
So, you know, like I said, the Flam ain't homegrown. So, like the man said, you know, we got to take that hate, put it in the ground, and, you know, and eat the fruit of the trees that come from the soil. That's what we do, man. I believe in taking your enemies and use them as a footstool. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
I'm a big dude, so, you know, me to step up there, we build on the shoulders of our forefathers. That's the people that came before us, so that the people come after us can have a better life And you can't do that by hating. Whatever it is that you do what you do best. You know what I'm saying? I support it. I vote for you. You know what I'm saying? That's often my slogan. Like, whatever it is, I'll vote for it. I'm hate-free. I've been hate-free since '88. But I was once like you. I hated on the guy back in 1988. He had a big wheel. We were poor. He was coming down the hill. If there was a stick out there, I could have killed him. Didn't know it. You know what I'm saying? I apologized to him. But, you know, the guy ended up giving me the big wheel. He said, if it means that much to you, let me give it to you. And after he gave it to me, I realized I didn't even want it. You know what I'm saying? But the whole act itself was a hating act. I learned from that particular act back in 1988, and I've been hate-free ever since. So I was once a crab in the pot. I just got out of the pot. And before leaving the stove, I turned back and turned the stove off so that people that came after me could have a better life before me.
You know, crab with, like what my man was saying about crabs in the bucket. You know, instead of all of us trying to step over each other to get out of the bucket, we could be working together inside of the bucket so we can all get a way to get out of the bucket as opposed to tearing each other down, you know.
And that's actually,
Yeah,
You got a very valid point there. You know, and like I said, man, you know, I think Dr. King said it best. You know, I mean, I may not get to the mountaintop with you, but y'all will get there and see the glory. So, like you said, if I can't get out of there, let's say I'm injured, but my one little pincher is good. I can pick somebody and help push them over there. We should be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? Knowingly, but people don't do that, and unfortunately, if you crabs in the pot, you eventually turn into Flam chowder. So I mean, that's just one of those things, man. You know?
As a group of people, though, man, we should learn to snowball effect.
Right.
I don't care if it's just a tiny grain, and if it's let's just say if it was $1 laying in the floor between us all, we're gonna split that dollar. You understand me? And we're gonna snowball effect. We're gonna turn it into $50.
Right.
Whatever. We're gonna build from there. Do y'all boys believe in magic? Do you?
I believe in magic.
I do.
You know why I believe in magic, man?
Why?
I seen my dog turn into a snake, man.
What?
I seen him turn into a snake.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, hey, I'm with him. I'm with him. Hey,
Like that's so much, man.
Flam chowder, bro. Shh. God.
And that was wrong with our culture, man. We don't work together to help each other out. We're always hating on one another.
Yeah.
We take the time out to help each other out, man. We can build that foundation as a people.
Right.
And the Flam thing can go away, but until that happens, you just gotta be careful, man.
It's an epidemic out here, man. You know, this is worse than the common cold, man. You know what I'm saying? We can't even cure the common cold, and here we got this pandemic out here that can be avoided out here. And, you know, we should maybe self-isolate from that. You know what I mean? You got social media out here 20 years ago. Social media brought us together. Now we're social distancing, and the same companies that got us together, the same companies that are pushing us apart.
That's right.
And people are so asleep behind the mind, they don't see what's going on right in front of them, man. Just sleep at the wheel. I don't mess with sleepwalkers, I don't mess with daywalkers, but it's vampires out here. They ain't doing a lot more. They ain't doing a lot more than sucking your blood out here, man. Some of y'all giving blood away. Speaking of blood, the blood connection ain't never, ever been at full capacity. Where's all this blood going to? That many people dying need blood?
Yeah.
You ain't never heard of blood? How many blood donation units are around the world? You've never heard of them being at full capacity, man. I've never heard. There's some vampires out here, like I said, man. There's some stuff going on behind the scenes, y'all. It'll blow your mind. They're taking organs out here. Right here in this area in upstate South Carolina, we have the highest rate of kidnappings by per capita. You know what I'm saying?
Highest rate now.
I'm talking about the highest. So if you got kids and you're asking where you're going, I'm not trying to spy on you, nothing like that. I'm just concerned because if we didn't care about you, we wouldn't ask these things. We want to see y'all grow up and become prosperous humans, and I ain't gonna say citizens because you're granted citizenship and don't even know it. You're paying for a social security number that you didn't even ask for. Okay? You're just a number. Let that sink in for a second without saying too much because I'm telling who's watching it. But if you're watching this episode, they didn't pull it off the air. But wake up, stay woke, man. One time for the mind, 3 times for the ground. We out of here.
We out.
I hope you've enjoyed this beautiful episode of Season 3.
One time.
One time for your mind.
One time.
Prepare to be enlightened.
One time.